From JBS Studios in Greater New York, this is the JBS News Update with Teisha Bader.
I'm Teisha Bader with the JBS News Update for Friday, November the 10th, 2017. The first Jewish Director-General of UNESCO was confirmed today. Audrey Azoulay, who is French with Moroccan roots, won the nomination to lead the UN cultural body last month. She is also the second woman to lead UNESCO, replacing the first female leader, Irina Bokova, who completes her term at the end of this month. Azoulay said today upon her confirmation that she had great faith in UNESCO, which, quote, bears the genuine power to transform the world. Last month, both the U.S. and Israel said they would withdraw from UNESCO over its anti-Israel bias, and it remains to be seen if Azoulay's leadership will have any impact on those decisions. World Jewish Congress CEO and Vice President Robert Singer said today, "We are hopeful that Ms. Azoulay will maximize her position to address the issues of concern for Israel and the Jewish world and push for the reforms so deeply needed to return UNESCO to its core mandate of contributing to peace and security in the world." Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu was questioned for several hours yesterday by Israel police in regards to an ongoing corruption investigation which alleges that Netanyahu received illegal gifts. This is the fifth time the Prime Minister has been interrogated since he was named a suspect in the case late last year. Netanyahu maintains that the gifts were presents and did not constitute bribes or any breach of trust. Hundreds of people gathered yesterday at Jerusalem's Western Wall to pray for the return of the bodies of IDF soldiers Hadar Golden and Oron Shaul, who were killed during Operation Protective Edge in 2014 and whose remains are being held by terror group Hamas in Gaza. The prayer rally was led by several prominent rabbis, and father of Hadar, Simcha Golden, said at the gathering that he hoped Israel would continue to pray for the return of the boys' remains, but also urged the public to start explaining to its leadership that it's time for action. Former U.S. Secretary of State General Colin Powell received the World Jewish Congress's annual Theodore Herzl Award this week, which recognizes outstanding individuals who work to promote Herzl's vision of a strong Israel and a safer world for Jews and all people. WJC President Ronald Lauder called Powell a lifelong friend of the Jewish people. Powell said he was honored and that America's support of the democratic state of Israel has never wavered and it never will. American superstar Will Smith made a surprise visit to Jerusalem. The actor just wrapped filming of the live-action version of Aladdin in neighboring Jordan and spent about 4 hours in Jerusalem's Old City yesterday, visiting such holy sites as the Church of the Holy Sepulchre and the Western Wall.
Very spiritual, very powerful place. I feel honored to be here.
The band's visit opened last night on Broadway. The musical is based on the award-winning 2007 Israeli film and tells the story of a chance encounter between a band from Egypt who arrives in a remote and fictional Israeli town. The show premiered off-Broadway last year to rave reviews and is now running at the Ethel Barrymore Theater. And taking a look now at our programming for tonight on JBS for Friday, November the 10th, live Shabbat services are coming up at 6 o'clock from New York City's Central Synagogue, followed by highlights from the Krakow Jewish Festival. At 8, it's episode 6 of the award-winning Israeli series A Touch Away, and at 9, the film Obsession looks at the threat of radical Islam. And at 10:30, it's Muzika with Israeli singer Avraham Tal. And coming up right after this newscast tonight at 5:30, Rabbi Shlomo Riskin looks at this week's Torah portion. And that's the JBS News Update for Friday, November the 10th, 2017. I'm Teisha Bader. Shabbat Shalom.